Hey y'all, I'm Lloyd. I'm with Living Greens Urban Farm. We're the makers of the Urban Farmer dApp.
The Urban Farmer dApp was a Fund 8 proposal for Catalyst, and we were approved for $15,000 for a proof of concept that we built with our user experience inputs from our local college, and we were to build an on-testnet traceability NFT for food traceability. So we went to FGCU and we went and gave presentations to the students. These students are all in the entrepreneurship school, and they work with a lot of these guys work with user experience and user interfaces, and so they took notes on our process, how we build things, and what we do to grow the crop. And together we built a wireframe that laid out the process that we would use for building the app. Uh, they worked with us. They helped us come up with several different things, and we started sharing, and we shared some crops with them, and built up an experience that they were able to learn from, and that helped us really refine our app. We start by selecting your rack, then the shelf within your rack, and then a position in that shelf. Then we select the seed that we're going to plant, the type of tray we're going to use, and then the system tells you how much seed you need, and then we weigh the seed to make sure we got the right amount. Then we know which substrate is needed based on the seed and everything. So we do generate these small videos, and these videos are designed to teach users that don't know what they're doing, so that they can understand and they can use the process that we use that's been successful. The videos, as you can see here, it's a YouTube video, so you're able to forward if you wanted to get ahead to a certain task that you maybe didn't remember well, so you can go back to it whenever you need it. After the substrate, we also have them sow the seeds, and then again we have a video that teaches them how to sow the seeds. They actually have to create several of these particular videos here because each seed may have a different technique that's used whenever we grow. So this particular one's broccoli, so you can see the broccoli seed being sown just in a microgreen style. This helps that the end user, so they do it correctly, hopefully, and have the best results. We want them, if they're growing, we want them to have success. Afterwards, they have to weigh the tray, and so they get the weight for the full tray. We take these measurements because we need to understand how well their progress is, and this is the best way to do it. Next, we get a picture. In this case, I'm just browsing quickly to grab a picture to upload. And then we add a certain amount of water. We know it's 4 cups at this point, so we're going to add the 4 cups of water. Now you see here, this is a planting management screen, so you know all of the plantings that you have and what's in each position. We have monitoring events that we've added as well. Now this is the next important step for food traceability. We reweigh the tray, we add a certain amount of water and track how much water we add. We take a picture of the progress of the tray, and then once that's in there, now we've got monitoring events in there as well. At that point, it's you can see here the planting status. It lets you kind of keep a good glance of what's going on. Our next step is to harvest. So we have the harvesting interface. We've written these are the sort of most generic problems that may occur. So we've got an easy entry for people because we're doing a tablet interface here. But of course you can type as well and add any symptoms or any problems that you might detect during harvesting. And after it's finished and harvested, we have one last step, and this is where the food traceability really comes in. We certify the harvest. Certification of harvest means that we actually put an entry on the blockchain. Here it is in testnet. This is the official entry that we added with the transaction ID there, and then you can see in the metadata, there's the correct information, and it does include a link to the viewer. The viewer is going to be built in our next phase of development, but for this phase, for Fund 8, our goal was to create that NFT. Now, moving on to phase 2, we have a Fund 9 request out, and we're going to add more planting techniques and crops, a back end for farm administration so farmers can control what they have in their farm, a task management interface that keeps track of the users, a dispatch and support system, IoT sensor management, and we're going to begin to accept the Resi token on a side chain with this app so that we can get further and further decentralized over time. So we're real excited. We hope that the Catalyst community will back us and will fund us for Fund 9 so that we can continue growing this app for you. We appreciate your time. We appreciate your support of our little small urban farm and our big goals of building food security and resilience for all of our communities. Thank you so much for your time.